Hi, I'm your host, Trecia Thacker, and thank you for tuning in to In the Frame. Today, we have Alexia Korba, our guest here, and we would like to welcome Alexia. Welcome. How are you today, Alexia?
Excellent.
Wonderful. Thank you for coming and being a guest on our show. Tell our listening audience a little bit about yourself.
My name is Alexia Korba, and I'm 30 years old. I work at a grocery store. I lost 50 pounds this year.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. I mean, what prompted you to, lose 50 pounds?
Well, I slowly gained the weight over a couple years, and I had tried to lose the weight working out at home, sometimes for an hour a day for several months with weights and cardio. And I would lose 15, 20 pounds, and then I would gain it back real slowly.
Mm-hmm.
So I moved out to Wentzville, and I joined the YMCA there. I applied for their financial assistance program because I couldn't afford a gym, but they have an excellent assistance program so that you get a discounted membership. And with the discounted membership, I was able to join the YMCA, and they had a contest called the Skinny Jeans Challenge, which is kind of like Biggest Loser. You sign up for group personal training rates, and the group of people was about 15 to 20, and the person that lost the most weight won their money back and some other prizes. And so about a month and a half to 2 months of group personal training twice a week, 2 meetings with a dietitian, and the competition combined, I lost about 35 pounds, and I won the competition. And then I continued to work out and watch what I ate for another 4 or 5 months after that, and the weight just came off real gradually.
So you're saying that your motivation, did it come from you actually spending your money and
Definitely.
linking up with other people?
Made me stick to it was, first of all, I invested my money into it, and so if I didn't show up at 7:30 in the morning for my trainer appointment, I felt like I was wasting my money, and I also felt like I didn't want to stand up my trainer. I didn't want her to wonder where I was, and I looked forward to seeing the other people in the group that I worked out with. I had something to look forward to with my little gym friends, and the trainer made me work harder than I would have worked on my own. I also feel that she had me do something that I hadn't done before that was extremely successful to losing the weight, which was interval training. 2 minutes of push-ups and then 4 minutes on the treadmill, like literally running back and forth between light weight training and cardio. And that was really helpful to losing the weight, much more than just doing a cardio workout one day and a weight training workout the next day.
How long did it take you to lose the 50 pounds?
The whole 50 pounds was probably over the course of 10 months or so. That's the other reason why I think it stayed off well, was because I lost it slowly. I didn't just work out really, really, really hard. And I just kept it steady. And also, who wants to buy all new clothes, every month anyway? So like losing the weight gradually was also nice because I didn't have to buy a whole new wardrobe right away. But I went from a size 16 to a size 6.
Wow, do you have some photos?
Oh yeah.
Of what you looked like before you lost this amazing weight?
So this is the before picture, and I saw this picture and I thought, that's what I look like? That's me? I did not realize. And when I had to start shopping in the plus size section, I was just like, whoa, this isn't right. I feel the same, but I don't look the same. And then this is my after picture.
Amazing, look at you.
So and it's nice. So much healthier. I had high blood pressure before, and eventually my blood pressure has tapered down, and I feel more comfortable in my own body. I'm able, like my friend invited me to the public pool, and I went to the pool with her, and I didn't feel uncomfortable that people were staring at me in my swimsuit. I just felt like everybody else, and it's funny how it seemed like so much work, but when I was done, it really wasn't that much work. It was just a couple hours a week that I put in for myself. You have to make time for yourself, and I didn't do that before.
I see. So you started to putting yourself first a little bit to gain a better health, you know, and now your blood pressure, is it stable now, or you?
Before it was in the 150s or 60s, the top number, and now, last time I checked, it was in the 120s, which is normal, and it's very, very good news for me because I was discussing going on to blood pressure medicine with my doctor, and 30 years old is way too young to be taking blood pressure medicine.
How has it impacted your family?
I would say I've got a lot of support from my family. They're proud of me, and my mom is overweight, and I hope that her seeing me do this can show her that she can do it too, because that's one of the important things about losing the weight is I always had a negative attitude about it because I kept gaining it back. I thought, I'm never going to lose this weight. This is just my body type. You know, and when I put my faith into the personal trainer, it was like, she said, you can do this. You can do this. And she showed me somebody else that had lost a lot of weight, and she said, you just have to stick to it. And I did it. And I think that positive attitude made a big difference.
I see. So what changes did you make? Do you still eat junk food? Or?
You know, I find now that if I do eat, I'm not saying I don't cheat, because I love going out to dinner. I love sweets and stuff like that. But I do know that I see a difference when I eat like a really fattier. I feel lethargic. I don't feel great. But when I eat a healthier meal, I do feel great. And after talking to the dietitian, I didn't put together a diet. I just started to eat what felt right for my body. Like if I was craving a carbohydrate, a healthy carbohydrate like sweet potatoes that have been baked in the oven, awesome. Put sweet potatoes and chicken on a salad with a vinaigrette. I avoid the bottled dressings, especially the light ones, because the light ones have a lot of high fructose syrup. I tried to avoid the sugars that will sugar bomb your system, because I felt that I would feel crummy after I ate something that was really, really sugary, or something that was a really simple starch, like mashed potatoes. Those made me feel terrible. But since I've lost the weight and plateaued, I don't think too much about calories or stuff like that. I just try to eat things high in fiber, low GI, and not processed.
I see. So do you work out like 3 times a week or an hour a day, or?
I moved back to the city a couple months ago, and I'm not sure, because I feel that I like having the equipment, I like having the people around me. I like making gym friends, and I never thought I would say that about myself, but that's one thing that draws me to the gym is seeing the same people all the time and saying hi to them. But I haven't decided on one yet, so I'm not sure if I want to go back to the Y or if I want to join some other place. I live right next to a park, so I try to go walking.
That's great.
And the weather is wonderful right now, so it's really good for walking.
Wonderful weather. So did you win the skinny jeans in the contest?
Yes. I couldn't believe it, especially because the last 2 weeks I had a lot going on in my personal life, and I kind of slacked off. I was eating whatever and staying up late, and I still won. And I was amazed because it seemed like it would be so much more work than it was. It's just being consistent that's important, and believing in yourself. And if you mess up, get right back on that horse, because it's not the end of the world. And some people actually have cheat days where once a week they eat whatever they want. And then that way, when you stick to a regular, healthier diet, it's not that hard, because you can satisfy that craving. You can look forward to your cheat day or whatever. I tried to cut down on beer and alcohol, because those are empty calories with lots of carbs. But I did continue to go out and drink beers maybe once a week or 2, and I still lost the weight. So it's just a moderation issue, you know.
I see. So what advice would you give to someone who's struggling with weight loss?
First of all, believe in yourself. Second of all, it doesn't hurt to have a support group. And if you have people telling you that you can't do it, or you have voices in your head telling you, hating on what yourself and what you can do, just ignore them. Help. You don't know everything. My dietitian and my trainer taught me a lot of things that I did not know, and that's one of the reasons why I was successful. And don't be afraid to have a support system, and be consistent, and get back on the horse. If you screw up, it's not the end of the world. Just jump right back on.
Well, that is great advice, Alexia, and I thank you so very much for sharing your weight loss inspiration story. And I just wanted to encourage our listening audience to continue watching In the Frame.